you through my logic behind problem number 4. The following program segment is a method that should accept a two-dimensional string array image and flip the image 180 degrees vertically. We know there's one extra block that's not needed in the correct solution. So I would advise students to start by looking for the easy wins, which in this case is the structure of the problem. We know that our Java code needs to have public static, and we know at the end we're going to have our ending brackets. So right off the bat, we have those two. Then we know there's going to be an outer loop, and we know there's going to be an inner loop. This is the classic code to loop through a 2D array. We're going to loop through the rows, and then on the inside, loop through the columns. So I would have students visualize we're essentially moving here, 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 column space 1, 2, 3, 4, then to the next row. So we go 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, next row, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, next row, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, etc. And of course, we don't know how many columns and rows this has, but this just helps them visualize. So the last two that we need to choose between are this one and this one. And looking really closely, I see the difference between them is that this block of code has a string temp variable, and this one does not. Now, I've also noticed in this problem that we don't need, we're not creating a whole separate array. We're taking the data in one array and we're changing how it's organized. We're not putting it into a whole new array. So that means we're actively editing the thing that we're going to get a result from. So that tells me there that we're going to need a place to store this data as we're organizing through it. So for that reason, we need the temp variable. Now, it wouldn't make sense for it to come before looping through the columns. It makes more sense for it to come as we're looping through the columns so that we make sure to hit it. And then looking at the structure of our program, this makes sense. Public static, we've got our for loop on the outside to count through the rows, and we've got our for loop on the inside, our inner loop to count through the columns. We've got our temp variable, and this basically says, image row call will equal, or will be set to image row, image.length -1 minus call. This is the flip or the mirror image of this right here. Image row, image.length -1 minus call equals temp. And then of course we end our loops. And so we check it. Yay, all set.